Tennessee is known for its music, its whiskey, its food, and good old Southern hospitality. But that's just the beginning. From back roads to main streets, we're digging into the people, places, and moments that shape the state. This is Tennessee Unpacked.
Welcome back to Tennessee Unpacked. I'm Ryan French, your host, joined today with Lexie and Kelli, co-hosting here live at the beautiful Mule House in Columbia, Tennessee. And today we're unpacking Mule Day. There's a lot to unpack with that.
Absolutely.
So we've got our guest, Brady Carr from
Good morning.
Okay, from
Thanks,
Mule
Brady.
Day. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get involved in this mess?
Oh, Lord. Well, I've been with Mule Day for, I think this is my 29th year on the Mule Day committee. I'm a semi-retired entrepreneur here, own a forestry publishing company. And now that my son runs that, I'm able to do more things to give back.
The fun stuff, the hobby stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
That's kind of
Hobby job.
It is a hobby job because it doesn't pay anything.
All the good stuff doesn't.
I'll tell you what it pays back in. It pays back in pay it forward.
Okay.
I was a young man who could very well have been a statistic. And I got out of that because a small group of wise and kind adults helped me through that phase. And so I feel duty bound to pay forward. So,
Love that.
Mule Day is one of the ways we do that. And, we have Mule Day Works, and Mule Day Works is our scholarship program. And that's what keeps me motivated, because when I get down, when you work like we work, because Mule Day is an all year round deal, right? When you get down, sometimes you go, oh man. And then I read those applications. There's a young person in this round that's coming for 26 who said in his application he's the first one in his family that will ever have gone to trade school or college. That's impact that you can make that's generational. So that's what keeps me motivated.
I love that. Brady, are you from here?
No, I'm not. I'm actually from Indiana. I was in the sawmill logging business in southern Indiana. In 1990, I moved here to take a job in advertising sales. I never done it. I'm a logger and sawmiller. But I was selling advertising for a forestry buy and sell trade journal. And then a few years later, we started our own, my family and a partner. We started our own publication. And it's kind of funny. Back then, I was in 95, 96. People were like, well, why would you start a magazine now? The internet's going to put magazines out of business. I said, well, I'll be in the internet business too.
There you go. Yeah.
And so now we have Lumberman Online and Lumberman's Equipment Digest and the biggest in North America.
Yeah.
In our industry. So it's all good.
So that's what brought you to Columbia.
That's what brought me to Columbia. That's how I got here.
And then how did Mule Day come into your picture?
Well, because we've always had horses and mules.
Oh, okay.
We used to raise and train mules. My daughters loved horses, so we were part of the saddle club. And when you're part of the saddle club, you end up being, you're going to be in Mule Day.
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
It does. It comes with the territory, and I just got more and more involved, and
And you drank the fruit tea. You're in it now.
Absolutely.
You've been in it 29 years.
Absolutely. It's come a long way. We used to have, I remember back in the early 90s, we had the brochure, was not like it is now.
Sure.
It was like a map, and you'd fold it out, and you know how the old maps were. You
Can't
could
put
never
it back.
Put it back.
Yeah, you
know.
just
And in the
crumple it
publishing
up.
business, I saw that and I went, maybe we should rethink this.
Hey, that's a good marketing person right
And
there.
so-
Thinking
Like
through.
the maps like that and like the fitted sheets.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't
Evil.
figured out how to fold one of those.
Somebody evil.
That's women's superpower.
Amen.
Because
I'm a
my
woman,
wife
I
and
can't
daughter
do it.
can
Not
fold
mine.
one, and I just look at it and just leave it. I'll fold the other flat sheet. The other one, I just leave it in a wad and go, hey, I'm out.
Do this one.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
So you changed the brochure over into now a beautiful magazine, which I'll produce every year for the Mule Day. And that magazine is not just the agenda, but it talks about everything, what's happening.
It does. We try to include a little bit of history, a little bit of background, a little bit about what Mule Day's for and what we're doing with it. And so, it's a little broader than just, and obviously we have sponsors in there. The supporters of Mule Day can advertise in it. So it's come a long way.
Good for you. And Brady, I'll say at the Welcome Center, people come in asking us already, what's the question of what is Mule Day? But then they're like year round, do you have a Mule Day brochure? And you probably have thought it, and maybe we should do a year round one, but people already January asking for that. When is the Mule Day 2026 or 27 brochure coming out? Because they're ready to see it.
And they fly off the shelf when we get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, and you know, we print 12,000 every year.
Oh my!
And we're down to right now 500 maybe.
And that goes in just like a month or so. Like you are printing and pushing them out. So
at the end of January we started putting them out. So it's only been a couple of months. So they're gone basically. But you know, you mentioned what is Mule Day.
What is it?
You know, and it's and I've thought a lot about that, you know, being in the marketing angle of Mule Day. But Mule Day is a lot of things it's something different to everybody. It's kind of like the blind people. You know, you take 3 blind men and you walk them up and they touch the elephant story, right? And one touches the tail, one touches the trunk, one touches the leg, and they all got a different impact what it is.
Okay.
And that's kind of like Mule Day. You got those that come for the music. You know, we have free music down. You got those that come for the craft fair. You got those that all they do is come to the parade and downtown. You have those that come just for the mules, the purists. I got to see the mules, and so there's some for everybody, and it's really hard to say what it is. It's part historical event. It's part family reunion. You know, it's an amazing event,
and it's multi-day. Like this is several days, correct?
Oh yeah, it's officially Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay. That's
the official date. This year's 9th, 10th, and 11th. But it starts week in advance. We'll have the wagon train, which comes into town on Wednesday, and that starts on Monday. And they'll travel 60 miles by mule across southern middle Tennessee, and they'll come in. There's always a big crowd there waiting for them to come in. You know, and that kind of is the kickoff. That's Wednesday. And then Thursday's a warm-up day. You have a lot of fun shows on Thursday. It's a great day to be there. The crafts are all set up. If you really don't like big crowds, Thursday's a great day to come to Mule Day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was going to ask that because I got to confess, like, so this is your schedule of events, and it is extensive. So, as someone who has never been to Mule Day or is the first time coming to Mule Day, is there like a short list of things that you would do, some advice that you would give, some things you can't miss? Like what if you were coming for the very first time, what would you advise people to do?
You know,
Thursday coming for Thursday, for example, is a great.
I'm with you, and I will apologize in advance to the directors of the shows and the events that I don't mention. For me personally, I really love the riding shows. The Gated Mule show. We have the Tennessee Gated Mule Championship is Friday. You have the Mule show, which they'll do trail classes. They'll do a mule scramble, which is new this year. It's going to be crazy.
Okay.
Everybody needs to come out on Friday and see that. You have the mule pulling, which there's 2 kinds of pulls. There's the mule pull that's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger weightlifter pulls. You know,
I like that description. I like that.
2,200-pound mules pulling, you know,
several tons.
And then you have what's called the farm pull, and those are mules that still work in the woods and work on farms today, and they do it a little different. They'll pull, but it's a little different. You get to actually see the application. So those are, and you know, you can't miss the parade. I mean, if you're coming to Mule Day, you really won't get it if you don't see the parade.
Now, Brady, are most of the people who participate in that, like those types of things, locals, or are they like across the country? People are like, I want to come and participate and see if my mule beats somebody else out. How do you pick?
Great question. They're from all over America.
That's cool.
We have mules coming from Missouri, from Louisiana, Florida, Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, from all over. Mostly the eastern U.S.
Okay.
But we have had we have mules come 1,000 miles away from Texas.
How many mules?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't have
I broke him. I broke him just then.
You broke me. That's rare you find me speechless. You don't
clock them in. Like you don't.
No, we don't clock them in. We don't click them in. We should. That's a good thing. Maybe we need a demographic.
It's got to be part of the impact report.
There you go. Yeah.
200,000 people, 16,000
mules. No, tell us, what do you think?
400, 500
wow.
in that range.
That's a lot of poop.
That's a lot of mules. You know. And, you know, Columbia's been known for Mule Day. This goes back to the early 1800s.
That's amazing.
It was Traders' Day. Yeah. And people came to Columbia, trade mules, trade livestock, and And it just kind of grew and grew and grew, and pretty soon, somebody said, well, let's have a parade, and it grew, and it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. You see some of the old pictures around town.
Yeah.
Everybody's dressed up, suit and tie.
Yeah, top hats.
Hats
three-piece.
Three-piece suits. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I mean, you see them, they were sitting on the buildings.
Yeah, the rooftops. If you look at some of the
Rooftops,
pictures.
the windows packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. World War II kind of interrupted that. Mechanization interrupted that. A lot of farmers got away from mules.
Okay.
And then in '74, the Bridle and Saddle Club said, hey, let's bring Mule Day back.
I love it.
And we still have a couple of people on the committee from then, from the original group that started it 3 years ago.
That's awesome.
I was going to say, revived 53 years ago. It started in 1840, I think is what I read. It's a 170 plus year tradition. So,
And bringing like the parade into the picture, like I know we have a Mule Day queen and a court. Like that's part of the tradition, I think, that the Bridle and Saddle Club started when they brought back Mule Day to what it is now.
Yes.
And so that's kind of one of those traditions. I think in one of the old photos too, I've seen there's several famous people that have been cited during the Mule Day parade. Speaking of famous, I think that we have a grand marshal this year that kind of has a cool story.
We do.
You want to tell us about him?
We do. One of the most famous NASCAR drivers in history, one of the few guys ever, maybe the only guy, to ever win Daytona 500 back-to-back years.
Amazing.
Hall of Fame, NASCAR Hall of Famer, and born and raised right here in Maury County, in Spring Hill, and that is Sterling Marlin. And, their family's been here for generations, farming. And, one of the cool things about Sterling and his family, his dad, Cuckoo, was also a top-line NASCAR driver. So it's ran in the family, I guess.
Want to go fast.
But, what is more American than NASCAR?
Amen.
You know what I mean? I mean, you have Indy cars. Well, that's kind of a European thing, but ain't none of that.
Not a NASCAR.
NASCAR is Americana, and we're celebrating 250 years. That's why it's red, white, and mule. So, Sterling's great. His family's great. One of the things about Sterling that's different than a lot of, quote, famous people. A lot of people get rich and famous. They leave their small town. Mm-hmm. They run. They go to New York, or they go to L.A., or they go someplace where they can mingle with rich and famous. No, he stays right here in his town. Everybody, all the vendors, all the people in town, the co-op, the tire stores, this and that, they all know him.
Yeah.
He's just a regular guy that was a great race car driver. He's a great representative of Maury County, and we're really proud to have him.
And we're proud of those roots with him. And I'm glad he accepted the invitation, because sometimes people don't want to be honored. But
that is a fact.
He is somebody who is not prideful in his fame, like what you're saying, and very much a local figure that people want to celebrate. So I'm glad he said yes to you.
Good man. We're so thrilled to have him, and I hope everybody comes out. Hope we have great weather for the parade. That'll be fun.
All fingers and toes crossed there. I've been to a snowy, rainy, sunny, beautiful, tornado-like weather.
Yeah.
You never know.
Fun fact, I got married on the day of the Mule Day parade in 2023, and the night before there was a tornado that came through. So you really never know.
You never know. And the year I got married, April 4th of 2020, canceled it
right
because of all of how things were going. So I was also a Mule Day queen.
Yeah, that period was
bride.
tough. That period was tough. That was probably in the modern Mule Day era, the last 50 years, that was the toughest thing that ever happened because
deciding.
People don't realize the amount of money it takes to put Mule Day on every year.
Amen.
It's $150,000, give or take. And 85-90% of that investment had already been made in 2020 when it was canceled, because everything was getting canceled in March and April.
Right.
The end of March, they canceled it. We're 2 weeks out. We've already spent all the money to put it on, and done. And that was tough. That was tough.
Yeah. Well, but y'all have recovered, and you're going on.
Crew. You went a great crew. We're all volunteers. Nobody's really getting paid, so it's a little easier to come back when you don't have a lot of overhead. But
that's good.
We had a really hardcore group of supporters that helped us out, and Lord willing, we were able to pull it off again. And man, we had great weather the first 2 years back, and it was like, hallelujah.
Yeah, thank goodness. Now, Ryan, have you been to a Mule Day?
No, so I've been to the Thursday, so I haven't been Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
For the reasons, right?
Sure.
We were looking at, so I did want to point out, so you start Thursday, April 9th, and then April 10th, April 11th, all that. I did have one question before we moved on that. I apologize. Usually grand marshals are driven in a parade. Is this an opposite? Do you let him drive? Is that something you have to do?
Oh, yeah, Brady, what are you going to do? I think that's a good question.
You know, that's a great question.
I mean, you got a NASCAR legend.
They may let him drive the team. Yeah. He'll actually be on a wagon.
Sure.
That's a good question. You would think the driver would be doing the driving.
That's funny.
I don't know the answer to that. You stumped me twice in one deal.
Hey.
That's pretty tough.
We're on a roll.
It's the new people.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a great tradition, something that Columbia is known for year round. I know, we hear about it from a regional standpoint. It is one of those events that we get inquiries on throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
So it's certainly a flagship event for your community.
Yeah.
And
well, I'd like to invite you personally to Mule Day.
There you go.
You give me a call. We'll get you in the gate, and you can come out and you can enjoy yourself and see what it's all about.
Yeah, and Ryan, you said you've been to a Thursday, but I think the best way to describe Mule Day for somebody who was raised here, born and raised in it, it's like our version of a county fair, yet more focused on the roots of what our past was, and the mules, and in the crafts, and the people of the
Very
community.
true.
So it's if you've never been to it, it feels like a county fair at the park. But at the parade route, you feel like you're in that Americana, just rich Southern history at the parade. And it's not just mules in the parade. You see longhorned cows. You see
you see everything.
Red Solo Cup being driven down the road.
Yeah, you see everything.
I mean, it's
like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
There it is. And it's good stuff. Every year, you can say that you've been to it, but every year it changes just a little bit. And I think everybody has their own take on it. So I think you should change your analogy to when you touch a mule. You get three different experiences.
All right. Mule Day starts 1 week from today. Nice. So make sure you put that on your calendar. I'm going to put it on my calendar. I'm definitely going to be here for Saturday, and I'm going to attempt to be here for Friday too, and maybe even Thursday. Just do the whole thing. Yeah.
Hey, I want to put you out for something right now. Okay. I think there's a liars contest.
There is a liars contest.
And
now we got some limitations now, and I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, no politicians, no used car salesmen.
There you go. Okay, so Ryan.
Other than that, everybody can get in.
Ryan, I'm inviting you to the liars contest because I'm
unfortunately still in city council in my hometown, so I can't participate.
No, just come and listen to it. That's a fun one. That's not traditional in the sense of you don't see that at a county fair. Who can tell the best lie and get away with it?
Well, it's big stories too, and we've had a year or two ago we had a grandson and his grandfather. Both won their age division.
That's
How cool.
Is
that?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's Columbia.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun. It was fun.
So again, Mule Day 1 week from today, when this first airs, and we'll be back in just a moment to talk more about Mule Day. All right, welcome back to the Mule House. We're talking Mule Day today. We have another Mule Day expert, a mule expert. Bonnie's with us. We'll jump right in. Mule Day. What does it mean to you? How are you involved? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Mule Day is my favorite holiday.
Why?
I tell everybody that. I love it more than Christmas.
I'm a Christmas person. Let's go. Let's hear. I need to hear this.
We live on the parade route. We live on West 7th Street. I have two businesses on West 7th Street. I have Blue 32 Vintage Marketplace, which is a 3-story antique mall.
The best.
It's like Picker's Paradise.
Yeah, literally the best.
And just opened on the corner of West 7th Street and Garden Street, also on the parade route, very excited, Brocante Blue, which is European antiques. So really entrenched in downtown Columbia and downtown culture. We moved here in 2012, and the first year we were not in town during Mule Day. And when we got back from vacation, there were red Solo cups all over the yard.
Oh, no.
Oh, with fruit tea in them.
It was
Yes, with fruit tea.
Obviously. And it was very obvious that there was going to be a party in our front yard,
Correct.
whether we were there or not.
And what do you
why
mean?
not be a part of it?
We were like, yes, let's just make sure we host our own next year.
Bonnie, did you know before y'all went on vacation?
Yes.
Did y'all just move to Columbia, or had you been part of the Columbia community?
We had actually not even moved in yet. We moved in May of that year, but we owned the home and we were remodeling it.
Yeah.
And everything. And when we got back to check on it,
Yeah, that had happened. So I guess, like, did you know of Mule Day?
yes, I knew of Mule Day, and honestly, I thought, what a cheesy thing.
Sure. Sure.
My mom loved it, and she would like take my kids, but I had no interest in going.
Yeah.
You know, when they were little.
So you were forced into this
I was
after.
forced into this culture, and I love it.
I love that.
Started having parties. You know, the next year we invited everybody at church and our friends from Shelbyville, where we had moved from, and everybody brought a lawn chair. Everybody brought a dish. And we had the best time, and it has just grown and grown and grown every year. And like, I'm to the point now where I'm like, I don't care who comes. Everybody can come, but you have to bring a dish.
So it's a buffet style of like potluck.
Yes. we have a
Before
big
or
old
after?
potluck. Before and during.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
The whole time.
Yeah, the
Because
whole
it's like an hour and a half parade, right?
We just graze the whole time. Everybody
Oh,
just keeps running
that's
back through the dining room, filling their plate, going back out. Kids are running everywhere. It is
Invite
so much
accepted.
fun.
What are you missing? Which the sweets, the appetizer,
It's
the
always
meat?
pretty well balanced.
Oh, okay.
We do the barbecue, we do the drinks.
Oh, fun.
Everybody brings a side or
Here,
a
that's
dessert,
my
and
type
it
of
just all
house
works out.
party.
It all works out.
That's great.
So 200,000 people come to town. What does that mean for the business community? How does that affect everybody
Well,
downtown?
a lot of people using our bathrooms.
Yeah.
That's the truth of Columbia,
No bathroom
especially in
safe.
our downtown.
With the Welcome Center now, just
Yeah,
go to
it's-
the Welcome Center now.
Yeah, we clock in about 200 people
Just
right
ask
before
them
the
at the
parade.
door.
Right before the parade.
Yeah.
How bad is it? That's a Welcome Center bathroom break.
That's a
So
Welcome Center bathroom, though. People need it, and when they need to go, they
Hey,
gotta
we
go.
get told we've got the cleanest bathroom, so
Yeah.
we've got that going for us.
But let's say the Mule Day parade people have understood the need for that. So there is actual restrooms throughout the parade route. But leading up to the parade, like let's talk about like the week before as a business owner in downtown, because 200,000 people come throughout potentially the week.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not 200 at the parade, but like throughout the week, you do see an uptick in travel, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We see a lot of people from out of town. We see a lot of people from out of town anyway, on a regular weekend. But Mule Day week, you know, is just, it's crazy. And it's also spring break for Maury County. So we see a lot of people.
Yeah, diving into
a lot
that.
of locals as well.
Yeah, Ryan, I don't know if you knew this, but regardless of what school you go to in Maury County, public school wise, you are on spring break, Mule Day week, because they have to use one of the high schools for the actual event. So it's like, regardless if you're invested in Mule Day or not, you're on spring break. So you have no excuse to say, I can't go to an event. You're literally on spring break unless you're out of town. But it's like, we want you to love this community event. You're on break.
Yep.
Now let's talk to our employers. I'd like that week off. I wouldn't mind that
Just
one.
get married like Lexie did. You just do that.
I know.
Yeah, I did not know. I had not really been a part of the Columbia community for that long whenever that happened, and I didn't know until after we booked the date. And hey, but it worked out because all of my guests got to go experience the parade and experience Columbia, and then they got to come enjoy all the food and drinks, and it was a great time. So it worked out.
It worked out for you.
But it was definitely an oversight as far as hotel availability.
Yeah, that's a struggle because a lot of people do camp and do Airbnbs and all that kind of stuff. I'll say my family. So I'm born and raised here in Middle Tennessee, but when we moved to Columbia, my family was looking at some houses when I was in kindergarten on West 7th Street, and my parents had heard of the Mule Day Parade, but kind of like you, they were like, what's the deal? Like, what's the big deal of this? What's happening with it? We decided not to purchase a home on West 7th, but the following year after we had moved to Columbia, my parents were like, we need to go to the Mule Day Parade. It's happening this year. And so first year going to it, we stopped at Jumbo House on the way into the parade, which if you've not been to Jumbo House, would totally suggest that one. But did the parade, and that became our family tradition after that. Jumbo House and then the parade. And that was part of my upbringing. And so having that core memory as a kid, it's like now for my family, I want them to experience the same Mule Day I did. So Jumbo House and the parade, here we go. Like it's April and let's do it. Let's hit it. Yeah, it works for us. But it's different because now you as a resident of West 7th and you're truly in it. Like you can't say like, yeah, we're just going to skip out on it. Like it is part of your address. It's part of your family.
Happening. It is. I mean, our roads are closed. You know, it is happening. You might as well get in there and embrace it.
Yeah. What do y'all do anything past the parade, like as a family or tradition wise for Mule Day?
Not anything strictly traditional, but here's kind of how it goes. Like the crowd, everybody packs up, takes their stuff back home, you know, and all of a sudden the house is quiet. But there'll be like random horses going down the street. Oh. And, you know, so David and I, we always just take a minute to sort of relax and get, you know, catch our breath, whatever, sit out on the porch and watch all the craziness happening. And then we'll stroll downtown almost always, you know, go downtown, check on the shop, see how things are going there. We'll end up trying to get together with some friends. We always love to listen to live music that night because it's always such a fun environment. Things are still happening, you know, on Saturday night. And so one time we came with some friends to the Mule House and there was a yacht rock concert going on.
Nice.
We did that, or we'll go to Whiskey Alley or Bourbon Gospel or someplace like that and just, you know,
hang out,
finish off the day loving Columbia.
I love that because you are being a tourist in your own town at that point, and
I don't get to do that very often.
Good.
It's so fun.
So Mule Day, Mule Week is that for you?
Yep.
Like it's the let me love my town. I think that's everyone's on our team. I think our goal is we want Columbia residents to love our town more than any visitor to love it. Because like we're our biggest advocate of what we're going to tell people what to do and what to see. And if you're not willing to do it,
right,
why would you promote it?
Exactly.
So I'm grateful that you have drank the fruit tea for Mule Day. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad it's not just for your kids. Like I'm glad you're a part of it, and I'm glad we have good things for y'all to do afterwards. Because like you wouldn't open up a second business if you didn't believe in Columbia.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't have a house on the West 7th, which is a historic district, which is beautiful for those who have not strolled it. So,
I'm an antiquing fanatic, so your business is something that I frequent quite often. I'm those weekend visitors, and as someone in tourism, I always maybe shouldn't because it's obsessive, but I'll listen to what the front desk is telling everybody.
Yeah.
You guys are essentially a visitor center, a welcome
really
center at your front desk, and you embrace that. I've heard countless conversations of what to do next and where to go, how to navigate the community. You guys do a wonderful job of that. For this particular event, first time coming to town, first time doing this, what are some things that you recommend beyond the parade that they have to do? What if you're coming in, what's something that you got to put on that checklist right now and make sure you experience it?
Well, obviously, downtown.
yeah.
You've got to go to the square. You've got to pop in on all the shops and eat somewhere great.
And not just the square, like the entire downtown district.
Yes.
Because it's way past just the immediate.
You got to do 6th Street. You got to do South Main. You've
Yes.
got to, all the little offshoots. Yeah, there's good stuff everywhere.
Amen.
And then even, you know, the factory or the arts district.
Yeah.
Such a good thing. Oh, my word. The arts district out there, that Row and Co., that
Oh, yeah.
whole area, it's beautiful. I mean, little kids running around everywhere.
Yep.
Sit out there on the patio, have a coffee at Hank's or
Bradley Mountain. Yeah. My husband's favorite is I was about to say the wrong bagel store, the Joyful Bag of Bagels.
Yes.
He's like, can we go get a bagel this morning? I'm like, yeah. And then I go get a coffee at Bradley Mountain, and it's our perfect meetup.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah. It's just such a cool environment, such a sweet, fun, wholesome Americana. Sometimes I feel like I'm too old to be over there. But
No, that's the wrong. Don't listen to her on that.
Don't listen to me, but really, they're young and hip over there.
It also intimidates me.
Yeah.
I'll say that when I go in. But
No, but it's everybody's wonderful over there, and it's such a cool environment. But then, go find some live music.
Yeah.
Amen.
And it's everywhere now. And I love, love, love that about Columbia.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's drinking establishments, but you don't have to necessarily drink. You can just sit there and listen.
Grab a fruit tea.
Yeah. And listen to all the great music. We're so blessed in this
Amen.
city to have all that.
Bonnie, where do you take your extended friend group or your extended family who's in town to like, this is the one restaurant, like it's my go-to when they come into town?
We usually end up at Southern Tray. I know that's our default. It's right across the street.
Oh, but it's great.
It's great. You cannot go wrong.
And they have
Amen.
such a good variety too.
Yes.
And everything's amazing.
We wind up at Southern Tray, or if they want Italian, of course, we're going to go to Mama Mila's.
Oh, good.
or- That's a fun
Love that.
environment as well.
That's good. You know, I think everybody has their favorites, and that's okay to have favorites in town. And her favorites are both local. So I encourage you to keep taking them there. I love that. And Southern Tray does have an amazing fruit tea. So not plugging the fruit tea hard right now, but it's everywhere in town.
Yeah.
So, and the music too.
I'm just glad that you let recommendations go outside the Main Street district, because I noticed you do a good job of keeping it in the.
Well, yeah. I want all my local businesses to do well. And not all of them need to be in downtown.
No.
Some of them need to be further from the district and spreading it out. So anything local, I'm for it.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Bonnie Esslinger. I said it right
Very
this time. Lynchburg Enunciations. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of the community. Thanks for what you do 365, because you are a destination in and of yourself that I enjoy personally. So thanks for doing it. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back here at the Mule House, and we actually have a guest that is going to fall right into where we're at.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amy Fish with the Mule House. Welcome to the show. Thank you for
you.
hosting us, first of all. This is an unbelievable place. We talked about it in the last show, but this is really cool. And so we're talking Mule Day.
We're talking Mule Day.
It's big for you this
ready.
year.
We're excited. Everyone's been asking. We had Chris Jansen and Shane Prophet in 2023. Didn't have it last year, and so this year we're kicking it off with 4 acts. We've got, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of them, but the Bandana Brothers.
Oh.
I had them at open mic night, and those boys got up here, and it was bluegrass and country, banjos, electric guitar. They are
Love.
something else. So they are local and on the rise. And then following Bandana Brothers, I have Katie Austin. And when she gets on that stage, y'all are going to look at her and go, how has this girl not become
The it.
the it thing?
Yeah, that's the best. Those are the best shows.
Yeah.
Where in
Is-
2 years you're like, they're at the top of a bill
Right?
somewhere.
Oh, I'm so
She's
excited.
definitely in that category.
She writes with Lainey Wilson. She's
Yeah.
a performer. So, and then of course our very own Shane Prophet is back for our show. And then
exciting.
headlining is Priscilla Block. And I have to tell you that Priscilla Block is in my top 3 artists in Nashville. Her story is incredible. Her determination, she's so authentic, and her songwriting and performance is going to be incredible. So I can't wait. We're
So this
so
is
thrilled.
happening when again?
April 11th, and the gates open out back at 4 o'clock. The music starts at 5, and Priscilla's on from 8:30 to 10.
So fun. So right after the Mule Day Parade, kind of do what you need to.
Right.
And then the gates open in the back lot here
Yes,
for all of those performances.
yes. And shopping and food trucks. And then you
All
have
the good stuff.
All the fun things. VIP trailer experience, all the things. Yes.
That's amazing. So why are y'all doing it? Like, what was the drive? Like, why?
Because we were getting 1,000 calls. When are y'all doing the backlot concert again?
Love that.
It's family friendly. It's the perfect mid-afternoon to evening event.
Yeah.
It's out back. It's loud music and fun, and you're sitting in the grass in our beer garden listening to music. What
Why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Come have a couple
Yeah.
cold ones and a couple fruit teas.
There it is.
There, the fruit
Back to
teas.
that.
There you go.
For folks that may have missed our earlier episode, let's kind of take just one little step back and talk a little bit about the house that Mule's built, if you will, the Mule House. What is it like to come here every day? You guys have incredible shows. Tell us a little bit about the Mule House for someone who's never been here before.
I like that. The house that the mules built. That's interesting.
Well, you got to be involved in Mule Day.
I know, exactly. As I look around this room, y'all can feel it when you walk in. I mean, you just get goosebumps. This room is just spiritual. It's magical. It's people have called it the Sister Ryman, if you will, because it's the original First Baptist Church. I mean, you're sitting in a room that has the original hardwood floors, the original balcony pews, just looking up at the stained glass windows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Each of those windows were dedicated to a former family member in the church, in the First Baptist Church. So it's obviously a story from the Bible, each one, but they have family dedications attached as well.
Yeah, and then what y'all have done here too is again, exposing the raw materials of what this church was,
Yes.
but then you've made it this beautiful stage, chandeliers, rope. Like you're not walking into something that was half done. Like this was done the way it should have been done, and it's beautiful.
That's right,
and only keeps getting better too.
We're expanding, so I'll tell you about that in a minute. But Ryan just asked, "What's it like working here?" And so it's one of those experiences where, like today, we have y'all here doing this amazing podcast. We have concerts, we have private events, weddings. We're actually talking to a promoter about doing a boxing event. I mean, every day is different here.
Wow.
You never know what you're going to come into.
Yeah.
We have a lot of film shoots here. Like we just had the Christmas ring film here. And so it was Christmas a couple months ago here out in the courtyard. It was snowing. And it's really cool. I love it.
I know Bonnie said that her favorite season was Mule Day, but mine's definitely Christmas. So my ears are tingling with that, just hearing all that. But you know, with y'all being right here in downtown, and again, all these things that y'all are able to do throughout the year, and now you're plugging in with Mule Day with a backlot series. That's just, it all screams why Columbia is the place to be, and why it's the place to come and see and be part of, and like like it's easy to get plugged into, and like to see all the wonderful businesses that are here too, but like also just like experiences. Like this is something like you don't have to be at a concert, just come and walk in and see it, because you're gonna feel that life that you're talking about. Or just stroll by when you do the polk home, just stroll down literally 200 yards and see the Mule House.
I was meeting with Michael Farron the other day over at Bourbon Gospel, and he goes, the Mule House is the crown jewel of Columbia.
Yeah, for sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's just, the expansion will begin soon, and so this is the destination location, not only for Columbia, but it will be for all of Tennessee.
And for Mule Day.
And that's right, for Mule Day and all good things.
When was the church first built?
So it's really cool to learn the history of this property. So the land was acquired in the late 1800s. It was like 1893. And then the first church was built in the mid 1920s. And then throughout 1925 to 1978, I mean, just, the different pastors came through. My favorite is Pastor Dawson, who was the last pastor here. And he still comes by and visits us and comes to our worship night. And so we're just blessed to still be in contact with him, and he loves this place with his whole entire being. So
I love that.
They didn't baptize people for 100 years. Now they baptize people in
that's
music.
right. That's right.
All about the immersion.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's right.
It's in the water, the fruit tea.
So it's on the fruit tea. Oh my. Shifting back
Can't
to
stop, won't
We are steeped in tradition.
Yeah, we're in
flowing
segment
with
number
fun.
3. She's had 8 fruit teas.
Okay, don't tell my
but-
secret.
So shifting back to Mule Day, though, so you got this incredible lineup. How do you go about putting that together in a way that is cohesive with the event? It's a real smooth transition. I thought you mentioned like you've got a whole day of doing this, and then this is a great way to come and relax and kind of jam. What kind of thought process? What kind of experience are you trying to put together?
I've got Corbin Davis, the other manager here in the audience. I've got Jeffrey Borshenick, our production manager. So he helped on the production side, getting that whole stage and production team hired. I mean, that's a big endeavor.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really is. And Corbin's been working with the city and the fire marshal to get all of the requirements and permits met. Oh, I learned a lot about permits this season.
Yeah.
And I work on the music side and try to help there. And I just thought it was a great mix.
Well, yeah, what a quality team right there. Like all doing their part.
We all do our own lane and then come together and it's happening. Then we'll have all of our bars set up and bartenders and production team and box office. It's going to be quite the scene.
Can people who want to come to this event, because I know it's coming up, like we're right here at it. Is there going to be like tickets at the door they can buy, or y'all like how does that work?
Absolutely. You can get them online, and it's great because you can get a general admission ticket. We also have package pricing. So if you're coming with a group of 3 or 4, if it's a whole family, you're going to save money there. We have the VIP experience, which is $75, and that's super cool. You're in your own special area, covered tent, you've got your own trailer, and porta potties. Let's talk about the convenience there.
Yeah.
And so there's different options, whatever works best for you. We've got it. And yes, you can buy tickets at the door, for sure.
Love that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great way to close out Mule Day, the whole Mule Day week, the whole Mule Day experience. I think it's a wonderful capping event for sure. But also outside of Mule Day, just this time of year, we're getting into it. The people are back on circuit, where you've got live music that has infiltrated Columbia really for years, but the last handful of years has really taken it to a next level. You know, what else can you expect to see at the Mule House this time of year? Things that are going on your schedule?
I can drop some really cool hints about what's coming.
Okay.
Oh, I love a good hint.
All ears, Amy.
What's the tea?
What's the tea?
Sorry.
What's the sweet tea?
I'm sorry.
But on the follow-up podcast, we can share more as we get more information. But working on a couple show series here.
Okay.
So I don't know who was able to come to the Twitty and Lynn show.
Oh, man.
Loretta Lynn's granddaughter. And, I mean, it was something else. And so I talked to her and Trey and Conway Twitty's grandson and talked to them about doing a series. So we're going to start a series that will be very Grand Ole Opry-ish.
Oh, that's incredible.
And they are going to be bringing guests like the Oak Ridge Boys and Randy Travis and whole list.
Wow.
And so we're going to start that series here. We've got Gary Chapman and his songwriter series, which is incredible. I'm going to be launching a very intimate, charity-driven, artist on the floor type of show that's with dinner brought in. I mean, there's all kinds of things coming this year. So we're excited.
For more information, where people need to go, where can be website?
The website is themulehouse.com. You can hit our socials. Instagram is MuleHouseTN and Facebook is The Mule House. Or you can email me directly at amy@themulehouse.com and I'll be there to help you.
She will respond.
Yes.
She's great.
Yeah, we love Amy.
And we love what y'all are doing. Thank you for bringing the Backlog series. I'm glad you listened. Like, I'm glad people have asked you for it and y'all were like, okay, it was worth it. Let's do it again.
That's right. That's
So
right.
I'm ready for it.
Get your tickets.
Amy Fish with Mule House, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank everybody for tuning in to this episode. And for more information on Mule Day in general, you go to muleday.com. It's real simple. And obviously, if you want tickets to the event here at the Mule House, again, mulehouse.com. We'll have all those links and everything in the description, so make sure you check that out. Follow us, share this, do all those things. This should be your part. Like, this is, Lexie tells you to do everything that's social. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for tuning into the Tennessee Unpacked podcast. Be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review. Until next time, we'll see you on the next one.